Hello and welcome to Fashion Report Friday, the weekly video series trying to get you the most MGP humanly possible from the Mandeville Gold Saucer every Friday when judging begins for the Fashion Report minigame. This week is week 273 and the theme is Rebellious Regalia. The individual clues include robed in resistance for our chest, sleight of hand for our gloves, robed in resistance for our legs, and dueling duelist for our boots. In this video, we have a 100 score, an easy 80 with dies, and then the easiest 80 possible. Without further ado, let's get to that 100. For the 100, I went for the Boshin Coat of Maiming. This is something I obtained with Boshin coins, in particular 28 of those from the vendor inside the Boshin Southern Front. This is not exactly accessible to everybody, however, the Boshin Coat of Fending, Maiming, Striking, and Scouting, as well as the Boshin Gillette of Aiming, will also work for gold. Alternatively, if you don't have access or want to get Boshin armor, you can get the filibusters or filibusters of any class from Belsa's Wall or Som Al Hard, or the Royal Volunteers chest pieces of any class from the Burn or St. Mosian's Arboretum. I just had some Boshin coins left over. For our gloves then, I went for the Gambler's Gloves. As far as I know, there's not really any other alternatives to this anyway. These are obtained from the Gold Saucer themselves for 30,000 MGP from the Prize Exchange 2 tab of the prize vendor. This, of course, seems sort of counterintuitive to spend MGP to get MGP, but these do crop up quite a bit. So you might want to get these for future Gold Saucer fashion reports. For the legs then, back to the same exact theme, which means that the Boshin leg pieces will work now. So I went for the Boshin Breeches of Maiming, which again cost me 28 Boshin coins. Of course, if you don't have access to Boshin and you haven't got access to defending, maiming, striking, scouting, or aiming leg pieces from there, you can go for the filibusters of any class from Belsa's Wall or Som Al Hard once again, or the Royal Volunteers of any class from the Burn or St. Mosiani's Arboretum on hard mode. Next up then, for our boots, it doesn't get any better. Unfortunately, you're going to need to get any of the boots from St. Mosian's Arboretum or Pharos Sirius Hard. These include the boots of the Defiant Duelist, Daring Duelist, Ghost Thief, Lost Thief, Red Thief, the Plague Doctor's shoes, and the Plague Bringer's shoes. All of those will work for gold this week, but of course, try and get whichever one you have the most of to match together. The 100 this week is not exactly brilliant, so let's move on to the 80 with dies. For the dies this week, our weapon, any weapon in the game, dyed Iris Purple, which of course is a vendor purchased die. We've got Midnight Blue on any helm in the game, which is also vendor purchased. We have Metallic Silver on any chest piece in the game. We have Hunter Green, which is also vendor purchased on any gloves in the game. We've got Coral Pink, which is purchased again from a vendor on any legs in the game. And then finally we've got Soot Black on any feet in the game, which is also from the Ixali vendor, if I remember correctly. So another vendor purchase die. Not too bad. Quite cheap actually, comparatively, but we can do even better than that. Let's go on to the easy 80. And for the easy 80, all you need to do is get yourself a pair of those Gambler's Gloves, for example, even though they cost 30,000 MGP, and then dye any helm in the game Midnight Blue, which is something you can buy from any city-state dye vendor, such as Nanabe in Uldar on the Market District. For I think 216 gil. Dye any helm in the game, equip those Gambler's Gloves, and then any feet in the game, dye those Soot Black dye, and you'll get yourself an 80. That is probably the easiest way of doing this. Of course, if you don't want to spend that MGP for the gloves, just instead of equipping the gloves with those two dyes on the helm and boots, equip something that you do have access to, be that boots of Defiant Duelist or whatever, or the Boshin chess piece or something. But yeah, you're still going to have one of the items unless you go for the full die setup anyway. Anyway, hopefully that was helpful. The link in the description will take you to the Reddit thread where this is theorized each and every week. Shout out to all of the people who tirelessly go out their way to do this quicker than most of us can even wake up, let alone do any of the fixing ourselves. It's always a community effort, and it's lovely to see so many people around the world work towards Fashion Report. So, thank you to them. But yeah, thank you for watching. Enjoy the rest of your day. Enjoy your weekend, and I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.